Namaste. Before following any advice or practice suggested in this video, it is always recommended that you consult with your doctor as to its suitability, especially if you suffer from any health problems or special conditions. Yamajit, John Hollinsby Mayer, and Tridevi Chumundamandir cannot accept any responsibility for any injuries or damages incurred as a result of the exercises and meditations contained in this video. Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chumundamandir in Denver, Colorado. I'm Yamajit, and so glad that you could join me this evening. So these last 7 weeks, with the exception of Navaratri, it's more like 8 weeks, we've been doing a simple chair yoga sequence and meditation for each of the 7 chakras. Today, we're going to do a practice for all 7. So some things you might want to have handy. This is a chair yoga class, so some kind of chair, something that you can sit comfortably in with straight back. So something as simple as this folding chair, or maybe a kitchen type chair would work very well. Some additional props that you might want. Folded blankets. So for example, if you sit in the chair and your knees are kind of up, something to boost you up may help. Or if your feet aren't quite reaching the floor, you can always have a cushion or blankets on the floor for your feet to be on. We are going to be doing some forward and sideways bending. So if you have a yoga block, this would be very handy. So in a forward fold, for example, if your fingers can't quite reach the floor, having this on the floor for your fingers to reach toward. Same with a lateral stretch. And if you have difficulty lifting your leg in a seated position, you can always use a strap of some kind, and it can be something as simple as even a belt. So those are some options. There are always options. If you don't have the yoga block, for example, the right size book or a wooden box might work as well. So before we begin, got a couple of announcements. So Tuesdays we'll be continuing this series. Our simple yoga and meditation sequences. This coming Friday will be the first. We're going to be renewing, having in-person pujas. We'll be doing the broadcasts as well on YouTube. But those of you who have been watching regularly are also welcome to join us here at the temple, 1260 South Xavier Street in Denver, Colorado, 80219. This Friday's puja will be part of our satsang and puja series to the 15 Kali Nitya goddesses. And Friday we'll be honoring Ugra, the awe-inspiring goddess. And weather permitting, we'll be doing that outside as a fire puja. And if you're still not comfortable doing in-person events right now, I can certainly understand that with COVID, especially if you haven't had a chance to be fully vaccinated yet. I have been, by the way. Then you will always have the option of watching broadcasts. Also, if you can't make it on our Friday nights, you can always watch the recordings and participate as well. So I'd like to begin our practice tonight by doing a simple opening puja so that we're doing this work in sacred space. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat. And if you want to sit on the floor like I'm doing, or you can Sit comfortably in your chair. Just take a moment. Close your eyes. Breathe deeply. Letting go of the concerns of the day. And acknowledging that you are allowing this practice for yourself. For physical health, mental health, and spiritual health. And as you breathe, focusing on your heart center, and I invite you to silently connect with whatever form of the divine you're closest to. And in that divine presence, if it feels right, you can make a short sankalpa or intention. Just making the intention for the energies of this practice to go toward the resolution or healing of some issue in your life. And in our practice tonight, we also remember the people of India, those who are suffering due to the most recent COVID outbreak. And we pray that this crisis come to an end soon. So bringing the palms of your hands together at your heart center, I invite you to join with me in chanting the syllable Om 3 times to open our practice. Inhale. Inhale and exhale, slowly opening your eyes. Om Pavitra Pavitrova Sarvabhistam Gatopiva Yashmade Pandarikaksham Sabhyavyanta Sushi. Om. And we'll use the seed mantras for the chakras as our puja mantra. Lam Vam Ramyam Ham Om. Lam Vam Ramyam Ham Om. Lam Vam Ramyam Ham Om. Jai Ganesha. Jai Guru. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapali Durga Shama Shiva Datri Sasvada Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutita Harani Jai Sarvagati Devi Kalaratri Namostute Jai Makali. So let's begin our yoga sequence. So, using our chair, we're going to begin in simple sitting. So your feet should be flat on the floor or on some prop that you've placed. Hands resting comfortably in your lap, knees about hip width apart, back straight. Taking a couple of deep breaths and just preparing for our practice. So we're going to be doing some very simple asanas and movements, beginning with the root chakra, which actually includes our lower extremities, our legs, knees, and feet, and working our way up to the crown. And then we'll be doing a meditation for all 7 of the energy centers. So I invite you to scoot a little bit forward on the chair, straighten your legs, keeping a slight bend to the knees, and inhale, spread the toes, exhale, flex, inhale, open, exhale, close, inhale, open, exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. Good, and then inhale, pointing the toes. Exhale, toes up toward the ceiling. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3 more. And then rotating the feet at the ankles. And reverse. Good. And then you may want to use a strap if you need some help lifting the knee. We're going to lift up the knee on the right side. Inhale, straightening the right leg. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 1 more. And then making circles at the knee. And reverse. And then crossing over. And roll the ankle a few times forward and back. And then picking up the lower leg and making circles at the hip. Now we're starting to move on the right side from the base into the second chakra. Good. And then inhale and exhale, give the knee a hug. Inhale down, exhale up, inhale down, exhale up. Let's do 3 more. Good. And then keeping the leg crossed and keeping the shin parallel to the floor. Inhale, nice straight back. And exhale, hinging at the hip. Finding that comfortable edge in which to stop. Breathing deeply. Feeling a nice stretch in the hip. Coming deeper into the pose as body and breath allow. Backing off if there's too much discomfort. And inhale, coming up straight. And returning the sole of the foot to the mat. Take a couple of breaths. And then lifting the left leg at the knee. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, bend. Let's do 3 more. Good. And then making circles at the knee. And the other way. And crossing over. And rolling the ankle. And reverse. And then picking up the lower leg. Making circles at the hip again. Just warming up that hip joint. And reverse. Excellent. Crossing over again. And inhale, straight and tall. And exhale, giving the knee a hug. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Let's do 3 more. This is a chair yoga version of butterfly, half butterfly, I should say. Inhale, straight and tall. And exhale, hinge at the hip. Again, finding that nice stopping point. Breathing deeply. Coming deeper into the pose with each exhale. If, again, body and breath allow. Listening to your body. Backing out a little bit if you need to. And inhale, pressing up. Bring the foot flat to the mat. Take a couple of breaths. So now we're going to do a couple of asanas for the second chakra. So first I invite you to separate the knees. Bring the palms of your hands to heart center. Inhale, raising the arms, just a slight back bend. And exhale, bringing the hands down, coming to the floor, hinging at the hip. Breathing. Now just stretching that hip joint on both sides. Again, listening to your body, coming deeper if it feels right. And then inhale, coming up slowly, stacking the spine one vertebra at a time, rolling the shoulders back, bringing the knees back to hip width, and taking a couple of breaths. Just feeling the effects of our practice thus far. And then inhale, nice and tall. Exhale, hinging at the hip, coming forward and beginning to rotate to the right. Inhaling as you come back. Exhaling as you come forward. Massaging the organs of the pelvic bowl. And then inhale, reversing directions, inhaling back, exhaling forward. And the last one. And inhale, coming up to center and taking a couple of breaths. And preparing to do a couple of poses. Now for the third chakra, solar plexus. Scoot back on the chair a little bit. You may want to have your block on the right side. Support your hand and arm, but inhale, raise the right arm. Exhale, bring it down and either come to the block or just find a stable place on the chair to grab. Starting to bend slightly to the right, and then inhale, windmilling the left arm around, keeping the shoulder back, keeping both sits bones in place. And breathing as we flex to the right. And inhale, coming up. Coming back to neutral position, take a couple of breaths. And then inhale, raising the left arm. Exhale, bringing it to the chair or your block. And inhale, rotating the left arm around, keeping the shoulder back, but sits bones in place. Breathing, reaching with that right hand. And just flexing gently to the left. And inhale, coming up. Coming back to neutral, taking a couple of breaths. So, solar plexus poses tend to involve lateral folding and also twisting. So, inhaling and raising the left arm. Exhale, bringing it to the right knee. Inhale, kickstand the right arm around, finding a place on the back of the chair to grab. Breathing and twisting gently to the right. Turning the head to look over the shoulder. And inhale and exhale, coming back to center. Take a couple of breaths. And then inhale, raising the right arm. Exhale, bringing it to the right knee. Inhale, kickstanding the left arm around, finding that stable place to grab, and breathing and twisting to the left. Turning the head to look over the right shoulder. And inhale and exhale, coming back to center. Take a couple more breaths. And then moving forward into the chair a little bit, we're going to move up now to the heart chakra. So inhale, hinging at the hip, bringing the chin and the chest forward. And exhale, coming back, collapsing the chest, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale forward. Exhale back. As we do several rounds of seated cat-cow. Let's do one more. And inhale, coming back to the center. Take a couple of breaths. I think I'm going to turn to demo this next one. So with your feet flat on the floor, slightly forward on the chair. Inhale, rolling the shoulders back, grabbing both sides of the seat. Lifting the heart up toward the ceiling. Breathing in camel. And then inhale. Exhale, rolling the shoulders forward, coming back to neutral. So now we're going to get the arms and shoulders involved. This will be transitioning from the heart center, getting into the throat. We're going to be doing some movements that are really useful for both chakras. So first we're going to stretch the left arm across the chest. And then the right arm across the chest. And then inhale, bring both arms forward, fingers up. And exhale, make a fist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Let's do 3 more. And then making circles at the wrists. And reverse. Inhale, palms toward the ceiling. Exhale, bringing the fingers to the shoulders. Inhale, open. Exhale, down. Inhale, open. Exhale, back. Let's do 3 more. And then with your fingers on the shoulders, beginning to rotate the arms, the shoulder. Then reverse. And then bringing the palms of your hands to your knees. We're going to roll the shoulders forward and around while massaging the knees. And then with the next inhalation, reversing directions. Good. And then inhale, raising both arms overhead. And clasping the left arm with your right hand. Inhale tall. And exhale. Let's make a nice little flex to the right. Inhale up. Switch hands. Flex to the left. Inhale up. Switch hands to the right. Inhale up. Switch hands, bending to the left. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Inhale up, grabbing opposite wrists. And inhale, straightening the arms. And exhale, bringing the right hand behind the head. Bringing the elbow up. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Good. Inhale, arms up. Lacing the fingers together, making a basket behind the head. Bringing the shoulders back. Last heart opener. Breathing. Inhale. And release and come back to center. Take a couple of breaths. So now into the throat chakra proper. And then inhale, turning the head upwards, like so you're looking at the ceiling without crunching the neck. And exhale, bringing the chin to the chest. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Inhale to center. And exhale, bringing the right ear to the right shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale left. Inhale up. Exhale right. Inhale up. Exhale left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale to center. Exhale, turning the head to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, back to center. And then just move the jaw around. Just loosen up that TMJ joint. Place where we tend to hold a lot of tension. The tongue be loose. And now moving to the third eye chakra, we're going to do some eye asanas. So inhale with just your eyes, look up toward the ceiling. And exhale all the way down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale center. Exhale right. Turning your eyes to the right. Inhale center. Turning your eyes to the left. Inhale center. To the right. Inhale center. To the left. Let's do one more on each side. Inhale center. Roll your eyes 3 times to the right and 3 times to the left. Blink. Just a nice little series of eye asanas, especially nice if you've been looking at a computer screen all day. And now we're going to do a couple more just for the third eye and also the crown. And we're going to come to standing. And bringing the chair now to the right hand side. Bringing the feet about hip width apart. Raising all 10 toes and bringing them back down, beginning with the little toe to the big toe to reestablish the arch. Keeping a slight bend to the knees. Looking straight ahead and just finding a fixed point. Focus your gaze. This is called finding your drishti. This is wonderful to help in balancing, which we're going to be doing. This is mountain pose. And then with your right hand on the chair for support, shifting your weight to your right leg, still keeping that very slight bend in the knee. So it's easy to pick up the left foot. And you can either kickstand the left foot against your right ankle or move it a little bit further up to just under the knee. And inhale, rotating the left arm overhead. And finding tree pose, vrikshasana on the right side. Keeping your eyes focused on that fixed point. And then inhale, exhale, release. Good. And then bringing the chair to the other side. Again, finding mountain pose, roll the shoulders back, open the heart. Bring your left hand to the chair for support. Focusing your drishti on that fixed point again. And shifting your weight to your left leg, still keeping a little micro bend in the knee. It's easy to move that left foot around and either kickstand or move the foot up. And inhale, rotating the arm up. Keeping your eyes on that fixed point and breathing. And then inhale and exhale, release. I'm going to demonstrate this next one from the side. We're going to be doing a supported version of Janu Sirsasana, also known as Mahamudra. This is an important preparatory pose for Kriya Yoga. If you have issues balancing, you may want to do this next to a table or have a second chair so that you can hold it with one of your hands for some extra support. We're going to bring the right foot to the seat of the chair, keeping a slight micro bend in the left knee and also in the right knee as well. Standing straight, maybe finding that drishti again, fixed point on the wall. And then inhale and exhale, hinging at the hip. Forward, just feeling that nice stretch along the back of the leg. And again, you can have something, another piece of furniture alongside to hold on to if you feel you need that. And then inhale, coming up. Back to standing, maybe assuming mountain pose again. Just take a couple of breaths. Hands on the hips or holding a table or another chair or a piece of furniture. Bringing your left foot to the chair, standing the heel on the seat of the chair. Slight bend in both knees, standing tall. Inhale and exhale, hinge at the hips. Stretching the left leg now. You might even notice your awareness going immediately to your third eye as you do this. And inhale, coming up. Both feet to the floor. And now let's do something exclusively for the crown chakra. And I would recommend using a folded blanket if you have one. Putting that over the seat of the chair. Coming to kneeling. Tucking your toes under. Bringing the hands to the chair so the palms are up. Forming a supported basket with your hands. Bringing your head to that basket. And then inhale, straightening the legs, keeping a slight bend to the knees again. Protect the joint. And breathing deeply in supported headstand. Strengthening the core. Keeping the legs engaged. And then inhale and exhale, bend the knees, come back to kneeling. Resting for a moment. Simple form of warrior pose. And coming back to seated, and preparing for our guided chakra meditation. So finding simple sitting first. Take a couple of breaths. Then bringing your elbows to your knees. And just letting the forehead and crown rest in your hands. Take a few breaths in the supported version of child's pose. Just taking a moment to rest and preparing for our meditation. And inhale, coming up slowly. Keeping your back straight. Your hands now to your knees. Closing your eyes and just coming back to long, slow, deep yogic breathing. Full inhalations, full exhalations, completely filling and emptying the lungs. And maybe taking a moment to take inventory and just see if you notice any remaining areas of tension on the physical level. You can breathe that tension away with each exhalation. And breathe in relaxation with each inhalation. I invite you now to take a deep and clearing breath, and then focus your deep breathing and your attention on the lower extremities, from the base of the spine, down both legs, to the feet and the toes. Just breathing into those lower limbs. And first, just being aware of the sensation of breathing into this area. Is it easy? Is it difficult to focus here? If you notice any tensions, you can continue breathing those tensions out. Breathing in healing and balanced energy into that area. But just being with the experience of focusing on the base of your spine, your sit bones, and your legs, and your feet, and your toes. And then taking a deep, clearing breath. And now focusing your breath and attention to the lower abdomen, the bowl of the pelvis, the area of the genitals, the uterus, the prostate, bladder. And again, just focusing your breath and your attention there. Being aware of what it's like to focus on this region, noting any tensions or difficulties. And using the out breath to clear the area. And using your in breath to bring in harmonious energies. And then taking another deep and clearing breath. And now focusing your breath and awareness to the upper abdomen, the area of the solar plexus, the navel area. And again, just being aware of the experience. Noticing any tensions, difficulties, tightness. Breathing that out. And again, breathing in balance and harmony and healing. And taking another deep and clearing breath. And bringing your breath and your attention now to your heart center. Breathing in and out, focusing on the chest. Breathing out tensions and tightnesses. Difficulties, and this can include on an emotional level too. Just breathe those out and breathe in relaxation and balance. And take a nice deep clearing breath. And now bring your breath and awareness to your throat. You can also include the shoulders and the jaw area and the mouth area as well. Breathing and focusing on this area. Clearing with the out breath. Balancing with the in breath. And take another deep and clearing breath. Bringing your awareness to the center of the forehead. Also your eyes and your ears. Breathing into those areas. Just being aware of whatever that experience brings forth. Breathing out disharmony and breathing in harmony. And taking another deep and clearing breath. And bringing your breath and awareness now to the crown of the head. Breathing into that upper part of the head. Breathing out the tensions, worries. Just everything you're ready to let go of. As you breathe in balance. And one more deep clearing breath. And bringing your awareness and your attention back to your heart center. Focusing on your heart center. Letting your breath return to normal. And just resting for a little while in a place of stillness and silence. And then slowly bringing the palms of your hands together at a heart center. And just letting your awareness return to your environment as you hear the words of our benediction. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. To all living creatures, peace, peace, peace. Take a moment and give gratitude to yourself for taking part in this practice. and thanking that divine presence within, knowing that divine consciousness is with you always. Slowly opening your eyes. Namaste. Blessings always. And thank you so much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed that rather simple sequence and the meditation. Something I'd like to mention is you may have noticed in this and other meditations that the chakra centers are areas where we tend to hold tension. We tend to exhibit stress there. And so when you did this exercise this evening, you might just take note of those areas, that area or areas where maybe it was a little difficult to focus. Maybe there was more tension. And in your regular practice throughout the day, you can take a moment, just close your eyes for a little bit, and just focus your breath and your attention on that area. And just allow the breath to carry those tensions, and those can be tensions on a physical or mental or emotional level. Just feel those tensions slipping away with the out breath, and the energies being restored with the in breath. So in the course of the day, you are feeling stressed, take a note. Where's that stress being exhibited? And just focus your attention and your breath on that area for a while. Maybe consciously also just taking note of the tight muscles and even just consciously loosening them as well. So I look forward to you joining me on Friday, either in person or online. For anyone who's coming to the temple on Friday, I just want to say we will start the puja and the satsang promptly at 7 p.m. Just for the sake of the live broadcast. So it's fine to come a little bit early. But wish you a wonderful rest of the week. And namaste. Jai Mata Di. And good night. Jai Ma.